The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Noles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
They're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it 2 in a row.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Pringle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Hunt is on its way. He will field this in his end zone. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the maestro of this offense. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the counter. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Oh, he got loose.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Mensah with the catch. It's Lofton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the key.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Throwing, Mensah. Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Hurricanes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Weinke, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll try to pop the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Seminoles will try to pick it up on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Jones to throw. They're working that left side. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Noles have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw on third and short. Finds his big tight end. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. It's third and goal and third and long. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Under fire. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Making side adjustments here. Jones to throw. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice move to keep running. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Mensah. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Colorado taking on the number 10 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Utes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Jones wants to throw it, using his feet to buy time.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Throwing, Mensah. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their 1v1s. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get...
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback may change this route. Jones to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Makes the grab on the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the counter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Brown again. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Ready, go. On the run, it's Singleton. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Third and 6 yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Using his legs and Singleton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running to the left. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds the big tight end. And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. One more time, it's Brown. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Look out, he's got room. Picks up the 1st down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Canes will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They'll run with Brown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. It's complete to the left. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. He's not afraid to go deep. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, the ground game is crucial today. With a freshman quarterback, they know they can rely on their senior running back to attack. He is a great safety blanket. If they get in trouble with the quarterback, they can just hand it off. The ground game will be important. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wake Forest offense will get first crack at it here. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now on second down. Defense might bring the house here. They'll move the wide receiver. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Lopez makes the catch. It's Wiggins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The run inside. It's Wiggins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
To the ground. He's got it again. Fights off a defender. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Demon Deacons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Wiggins. Can't get him to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Let's see what they've got on second down. Just feeds the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing, Lopez. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. It's complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual...
Turning it on! Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Jones to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. See a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it, fired complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I mean, this guy has some serious guts from its own end zone. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jones wants to throw it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. A strike downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a third and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Jones to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Big guy smells it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, fourth and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might as well stick with him. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Demon Deacons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Jones wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Off play action. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch at the 20. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Coming out with it, it's Carr. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 14 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. Back now to your game in Winston-Salem. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Allegacy Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the... He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Jones to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Here's Lopez to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Lopez to pass. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass. And
he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down, but David, he just couldn't hold on to it, and the defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense. Taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. The snap sets up to throw. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. But nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Throwing, Lopez. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, It's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Makes one man miss. Here's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Makes the grab. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
With the catch, it's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Here's Lopez to throw. Here's a heat, and they got him.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Lopez. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Quarterback keeps it. There's some room. Touchdown, Knowles! Once he got some room, it was over. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez finds his big tight end. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Lopez. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Jones to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making checks.
Freeze. Level. Go. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and gets the defense off guard.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Lopez to the air again. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance.
It's Pater late in the game.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no 3-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
Jones wants to throw it. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Throwing, Lopez. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team tonight.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.